So welcome back to more Megaman Xtreme 2, and between parts I did a lot of farming for, let's see, soul energy. So I decided to buy out the rest of the stuff. Let's see, what I did get off screen was the Z-Saber plus 2, so that's going to make Zero a lot stronger. So I'm just going to get this Hyper Dash, the Ultimate Buster for X, and the Quick Charge for X. Now I'm gonna bypass getting the armor because that's just all the Dr. Light parts for X, and we already went over that one. And this is actually to unlock the boss attack mode, but we're gonna do that pretty soon, and I am gonna show that off in the extra part. But now with that said, it's time to go into the stages and take it to Burkana and Gareth. And here is the reason why I did get all that stuff for X. So let's see, let's just demonstrate some things here. Let's see, let's do this. And with these power-ups, this is what one of the things on GameFAQs calls the real Ultimate Buster, but at the same time, this is just the kill everything Buster. And you will see why once we get to demonstrate on an enemy. Let's see, just trying to make it up here. This is actually the same as the second Sigma stage in the first X game, and really all you're doing is just a lot of vertical platforming. And that's one thing I do like about this game's level design, is that they do take parts from certain stages in the X games, or the X1, X2, and X3, and they do a really good job of mixing it up. So that's just, now we're just here to kill more things. Unfortunately, these bats can be a real pain in the ass because they're really good at knocking you off whenever you're trying to make a tricky jump. So let's see, we're just gonna keep going here. And yeah, this doesn't look like a lot of fun. So you can either go left or right. I find the left to be a little bit easier, but then again, there are more enemies and you are probably gonna get hit a lot. And then, yeah, see, that's how quickly I disposed of that flamer, so that is just something to know when you're playing this, is that this configuration for the Ultimate Buster is really gonna wreck a lot of shit in no time flat. And then you get this part with the lasers, kinda like the first Sigma stage in the first X game, which I really do like. I mean, I really do appreciate the level design in this game. And yeah, that's just me taking out the flamer that was ahead. And that's a good thing about this particular X-Buster, is that you can really take out a lot of things at close range or long range. Yeah, except for the enemies that can't be killed. But yeah, we're actually getting pretty close to the boss here. And speaking of which, there he is. Let's see, his weakness is either the Tornado Fang or the... Actually, let's just see if I have that equipped on Zero. Yeah, either the Tornado Fang or the Drill Crush. Let's see, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just wear him down with X and then finish him off with Zero. And this is Velgarder, this is Sigma's pet wolf from the first game. And yeah, he's pretty much the same fight he was before. I mean, he does shoot those sparks, so I mean, that is something to be aware of. Let's just let Zero handle this. And yeah, the good thing with Zero's attacks is that since I do have the +2 and the +1 equipped at the same time, I can really do a lot of damage. But yeah, that's the end of the first Burkana Gareth blend of stages. So let's just go ahead and save here. Okay, well, now that we get to go back to the stage select screen just like the other X games. But with that said, we're ready to take on stage 2 here. And see, stage 2 really isn't all that tricky, but you do have to deal with a few things, and this is actually from I want to say Stage 1 in Megaman X2, or X Hunter Stage 1. But yeah, I mean, I really do like how they set this up. And of course, bats, and these are those shooting things from X3. I mean, those guys come back, so that's all fun and good. See, this stage can be really annoying, especially because there's platforms and lots of instant kill electricity, which is never any fun. And yeah, that's just the hyper dash in action. Good thing I equipped that on 0. Let's see, I think with this part I'm just gonna let X handle it. And see, just vertical platforming and trying not to get killed by crabs. Okay, that definitely went pretty smooth. I enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, this part does get very tricky, especially with the screen of the Game Boy Color. I mean, it would have been really easy to just slide down right into that electricity. And it's never any fun, especially since the checkpoints in this stage aren't the best. I mean, there are still a lot of them, but at the same time, it can be pretty, what's the word? It can be pretty annoying to die right before the checkpoint. Let's just do it that way. See, more of those flamethrowers to deal with. And yeah, plus the X-Buster at this point is just so broken. I love it. Let's see, it does make platforming a lot easier to deal with. And it's gonna make killing these things a lot easier too. And these guys from the first game are back. Yeah, since this is a Mega Man game, they are gonna throw every hazard from all the stages at you, just because they can. So let's see, let's just kill as many things as we can here. See, did I get that guy off screen? Oh, I did, nice. But yeah, this is almost unfair with the way the X-Buster is. Let's just go ahead and deal with this. I gotta go up. Yeah, the timing on this thing is pretty tricky, and it is pretty easy to inadvertently get yourself killed. Okay, well, we're at the boss, so that's all fine and good. See, this boss is particularly tricky, especially with the way it's set up. This is the Sigma tank, or something like that. But anyway, what we gotta do here is we gotta drive it back by hitting the drills with a Z-Saber, and then just smashing its face in. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I wanted Zero to take care of the early part, and then X to finish him off. And yeah, I'm just doing this the easy way with the X-Buster. But yeah, that boss can be really annoying, particularly if you ended up killing the top part first. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the tougher bosses in this game. Well, with all that said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a video, so join me next time as we take out Burkana and Gareth. See you then!